Good evening and welcome to the Nightly News brought to you by St. Rose Television at the College of St. Rose. Today is September 18, 2017. I'm David Meister.
And I'm Kate Pierce.
Let's get into tonight's news.
Tonight we will be talking about events and opportunities on campus and what to expect for weather.
The Student Events Board is hosting musical trivia at 8 tomorrow evening in St. Joseph's Hall Auditorium. Participants can compete in teams of 2 to 4 people, with categories ranging from the VMAs to divas. Prizes will be awarded to teams that place in first, second, and third. Raffles will also be given at the door.
Over the weekend, the college is hosting an event called Homecoming and Family Weekend. It is planned to bring current students, alumni, and their families to all celebrate together. One of the new events includes a homecoming fest on the campus lawn, with music and performances by student groups, vendors, and lunch provided by Dinosaur Barbecue. For a full list of events, check out the St. Rose website.
The Counseling Center is hosting a group session called Building Healthy Relationships. It is to discuss what creates a healthy and respectful relationship. The sessions will start at 2 p.m. on September 26th. The sessions will continue every following Tuesday for 6 weeks. Any St. Rose students are welcome to attend the free sessions. They are being held at the Counseling Center at 947 Madison Avenue.
Friday Nights is looking for volunteers. It is a recreation and family support program for students aged 3 to 19 who have autism spectrum disorders. The program takes place over 5 Friday evenings in the semester. Applications for Friday Nights are due by 3 p.m. on September 26th. Applications should be sent to the Friday Nights team via email.
The 8th annual Moving Message fundraising event took place on campus last Saturday. The walk is meant to raise awareness about people who have suffered a traumatic brain injury, stroke, or other neurological change. In the past 8 years, between $60,000 and $70,000 have been raised. In addition to raising money, the event raised awareness in the community.
Now let's go to Ted, SRTV's meteorologist, to tell us what to expect for weather today and throughout the week.
4 hurricanes later, and we're still standing. And that's how you didgeridoo it. This week's weather, on Monday we're going to start with some partially cloudy weather, take it or leave it, with a high of 81 and a low of 60. On Tuesday, again, partially cloudy, I believe it, with a high of 78 and a low of 64. Then Wednesday, we kind of fess up to it, it's going to be cloudy again, with a high of 78 and a low of 62. Thursday, almost there, cloudy again with a high of 75 and a low of 55. And then Friday, we're just going to keep up the facade and just say it's going to be partially cloudy that day with a high of 80 and a low of 57. That's it for this week's weather. Back to you.
Thanks, Ted. This Saturday is the 6th annual 15 Minutes Max Student Film Festival. Here to talk about it is Jackson Murphy, a local film critic and entertainment reporter, who is emceeing the event.
Thank you, Katie and David, very much. Hi, everybody. Yes, Jackson Murphy here, hosting the 6th annual 15 Minutes Max St. Rose Student Film Festival here this Saturday at the Madison Theater. It's from 3 to 5 p.m. It's all part of the Homecoming and Family Weekend. And admission to the Madison for this event is free, which is the fantastic part about it. This is the 6th year for the festival. This is my 2nd year hosting. Had a great time last year doing it. And basically the purpose of it, we're showcasing young filmmaking talent. From a 50-mile radius of Albany, students could submit short films that had to be 15 minutes or less. This year the committee got 55 short films. 13 were selected with a total of 14 directors to be shown this year. And the films range from comedies, we have some dramas, some very interesting documentaries, and even 3 animated short films that are a lot of fun and very interesting to watch. So please look forward to those. I'm going to be doing a Q&A with the directors on stage after the films are shown. Awards will be handed out. And one of the cool awards is the Audience Choice Award. If you're there, you'll have a chance to vote for your favorite, and that film will win the special Audience Choice Award. So again, we're celebrating youth filmmaking in the area, love showcasing young talent, new talent, and innovative films. It's all part of the Homecoming and Family Weekend. Follow 15 Minutes Max on social media. Tweet them at 15 Minutes Max on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That's where you can get all the information for the event. Again, this Saturday at 3 p.m. at the Madison Theater. Admission is free, and I hope to see you there. Thanks very much, and let's send it right over now to David with sports.
Thank you very much, Jackson. Sounds like the festival will be great for local filmmakers. Let's get into this week in sports. In men's soccer, the Golden Knights took on the American International Yellow Jackets on Tuesday. They lost 3-1. The lone goal for St. Rose came from senior forward Suleiman Harouania early in the second half. They looked to bounce back on Saturday against the St. Anselm Hawks. They won a close match that went to double overtime, 2-1. Freshman back Aaron Muia delivered the equalizer in the second half, and the game winner in double overtime came from senior midfielder David Haston. Next up for men's soccer will be on Wednesday against the Franklin Pierce Ravens. In women's soccer, St. Rose also took on the Yellow Jackets last Wednesday. They won 1-0. The lone goal was scored by senior midfielder Roxana Hernandez. The Golden Knights look to carry the momentum into Saturday against the Southern Connecticut State Owls, where they were also victorious 1-0. The goal scored by sophomore forward Nina Predanik. The women's soccer team is 4-0-1 on the year and looks to stay unbeaten tomorrow at home against the Assumption Greyhounds. Game starts at 6 p.m. In women's volleyball, the Golden Knights were up against the Dominican Chargers. They swept them 3-0. It was an all-around victory with help from both rookies and veterans to secure the victory. On Saturday, during the St. Rose tournament, the Knights were swept in 2 matches, first by the Adelphi Panthers, 3-1. Both teams split the first 2 sets, and then the Panthers won the next 2 to secure the win, then to the Damon Wildcats, 3-0. The Golden Knights fall to 6-6 on the year and hope to break 500 tomorrow against the Bridgeport Purple Knights. And that's all for sports this week.
This semester in Nightly News, we are going to be adding more segments to engage our viewers. Each week we'll have a segment we like to call Stranger Than Fiction. Have a look now.
I'm your host, Ted. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get weird. So our first topic, the World Clown Association blames it for giving clowns a bad rap. They say that Pennywise is not a true clown in any capacity. The WCA president, Pam Moody, asserts that Pennywise is the origin of the creepy clown stigma and that the remake will indoctrinate a whole new generation of people into being terrified of clowns. Moody goes on to say that Pennywise is not a real clown and the new wave of fear could cost clowns their job, i.e. their livelihood. Now, to risk making light of a raw, sensitive issue, I must say that for clowns this is no laughing matter. The WCA has worked on juggling clowning's viability as a profession with shaking the fear of clowns out of kids. This has been a decades-long rebranding of a timeless art form. Now it seems it will be undoing all of their hard work of clowning around. As an amateur clown myself, I have to blame the white faces, as usual, for their obvious power grab. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the clown caste system. Educate yourselves. Now, my coworker, a reputable source, says that it doesn't negatively depict clowns at all. Clowns by nature are naturally off-putting or annoying, and Pennywise, while perhaps a dramatic, horrific caricature, capitalizes on that pre-existing perspective. And to that I say, we clowns are not mimes, and we will not be silenced.
To see the entire episode, find Stranger Than Fiction Episode 1, released at noon on Thursday on our YouTube channel.
That's it for Nightly News. I'm Kate Pierce.
And I'm David Meister.
Thanks for watching. For any more information on our stories, check out the St. Rose Chronicle, both in print and online, and we'll see you next week.
Have a great night, everybody.